Good evening, this is Lucis Osmo with this week of Inside Peabody.
If you've ever tuned into local TV in Peabody, I can guarantee you, at some point, you heard his voice.
What do you say to that?
If there was ever a local event or a big game, Lucis Osmo was somewhere in the middle of it. A patriot and a dedicated citizen, Lou was a fixture in Peabody's history and very much a local icon. Behind the microphone for some of Peabody Athletics' greatest seasons and moments.
Breaks in the clear. He's going to be gone for a touchdown. Wide open is Steve Lamosny.
Whether it be sports or his service as ward counselor, it was always for his hometown. From high school Super Bowls.
And here we are, finally at Foxborough Stadium, where Peabody High School will meet Tewksbury High School.
To the upset victories.
Back to Betancourt, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, and he's finally fouled by Zagorowski with 3 seconds left on the clock, and Peabody's going to win it.
The pregame and postgame interviews.
First game.
You're right, Lou. We do have a great bunch of seniors. I think they matured as the season went along.
To Inside Peabody.
Would run for vice president. Do you feel that one of those people would run for? Yeah.
The list of memories goes on and on. A man who interviewed Ted Betancourt from his playing days.
Yeah, the coach let us have it at halftime, you know.
All the way to the mayor's office.
He's been the voice of Peabody basketball and Peabody football, doing the games for PAT, doing the games for the local cable.
And of course, there's the Thanksgivings. Lou is as much a part of our annual gathering as our families, as each year we welcomed him into our living rooms for some Turkey Day football.
Gone into the end zone for touchdown.
If you will ever be able to match his commitment to the city of Peabody, this city and the country owe him a debt for his service that can never be repaid. His legacy will live on for years to come.
Good evening, everybody. Joel Sassaw, joined by Matt Smith. Game number 8 of the season, Peabody Tanners versus Salem Witches. Peabody 7-0. This is senior night, so we're going to throw it down to the field for the public address as they honor the seniors here on senior night at Peabody High School. 5-2, and what do you expect to see out there tonight, Matt?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I know that Salem's definitely not the Salem of old and has played a different schedule. But I've seen them play a couple of times, and Coach Bouchard has them play hard. So they may not have the talent level that Peabody does, but they're gonna play hard until the last whistle.
Absolutely, and this is actually, as we head into the final week of regular season, we'll talk about it a little bit during the broadcast tonight, but there are definitely playoff implications here. Peabody will be making the Division II MIAA tournament. Just the question comes in, is their seeding? Their top 16 seeds make it. Peabody comes in ranked third, so we do expect them to maintain a decent position. But on the other side of the ball, Salem comes in 21st in the MIAA Division 4. So if they're able to pull up an upset tonight, more than likely they would sneak in to the playoffs.
Or keep it close.
Yep,
If
keep it
they
close, true.
because definitely strength of schedule helps them tonight against Peabody, who's undefeated.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that we've also been focused on a little bit there is trying to understand how they come up with this formula is the average margin of victory. And that's where basically Peabody, the most you can get credit for is to beat your opponent by 14 points. Peabody is at that 14-point average margin, and they'll be looking to maintain that tonight. As we said, if you think about it, 16 seeds. So top 8 are going to be guaranteed a first-round playoff game. If you're in the top 4 and you win your first playoff game, you'd be guaranteed a second game. Third round is normally held at a neutral site unless there's an issue with lighting and things like that. And the Super Bowls are held down at Gillette Stadium. So a lot on the line tonight for both teams. And as I said, I didn't get a chance to run into Matt Williams, but I believe I think I just read something in the paper, I don't quote me, but I think it's been 20 plus years since they've been 7-0 at least. So, this team there was some lofty expectations, and this team has met those expectations. They've exceeded them, and I think, when you go in and people expect you to have a good season, never mind go undefeated, it's not always easier said than done, but there's been a build-up in this program, and from a personal note, I know all these seniors very well. Me and Matt both have sons who are in this grade, so we know many of these athletes, and I've been involved with youth football, fortunately, since grade 1, so I've seen the progression, and even with the fact that we do lose some students to other schools across the area, we've kept enough, and these gentlemen who will be on the field tonight, we'll see it.
Yeah, you keep hearing Joel, well, it doesn't matter, CM. And people who say that to me, the schedule is what it is.
Exactly.
The Tanners did what they had to do up until this point. They've beaten everybody that they're supposed to beat. And you get to the tournament, get to the playoffs, whatever happens, happens.
Right.
You play the game. See what happens.
Right. And just one game at a time. I mean, we don't need to talk about CM. Let's talk about, I think Coach Betancourt and the players, if you talk to them, they just talk about the next game. It's a little bit like the Patriots. They're worried about the next game, the opponent that's in front of them. That's all you can control. Many things you can't control. That's the one thing you can control is your opponent, preparing for them, scouting them, and every day, every week, that's what they've done. So once again, we're going to throw it down to the PA as they start senior night here at Peabody Veterans Memorial High School.
cheerleader Vanessa DeMarcus, and parents Alex and Cheryl. And last but not least, cheerleader Julia Kulikowski, met by parents Jeff and Chrissy, sisters brother and sisters and brother Sophia, Dakota, and Ryder, and Auntie Katie and grandmother Penny. And now, for our football players. Starting with number 1, Captain Giovanni Guglielmo Jr. Met by his parents, Giovanni Sr., Christiani, and sister Stephanie. Next, number 2, Jace Welkenbeck D. Met by Dad Glenn and brother Corey. Next, number 3, Colin Ridley. Correction, number 4, Colin Ridley. Colin's sister, Jared and Jocelyn. Sorry, Ridley, that was Jess's mistake on the number. Next, number 6, Justin Franco. Met by mother Mamie and father Mike and sister Cherise. Next, number 9, Yasko Bautista. Met by parents Heather and Oscar, Uncle Angel, sisters Mimi and Jocelyn, and Destiny. Next, number 20, Eunice Ben-Latamania, with parents are Billy and Fatima, and brothers and sister Ahmed and Sarah. Next, number 23, Jose Lindor. Met by his mother, Yamita, in Reno. Next, number 24, Alan A.P. Pino. Met by Mother Elizabeth, father's mother, Angel A.P. Aaliyah, and cousins Raymond and Aaliyah. Blessed. Continuing on. Number 25, Michael Dalton Jr. Met by parents Michael and Sheila and brother Christopher. Next, we have number 26, Robo Pinto. Met by Aunt Joanna and Sister Bianca. Next, number 51, Varsity Fairlawns, met by Mother G. Next, number 50, Fernando Lima, met by parents Geraldo and Sway and brother Felipe. And next, number 54, Benjamin Guam, met by parents Leo and Wendy and brother Eric. Number 60, Salem No, met by parents Jen and Lee and sister Addison and Mia and niece Yan. Yadi. Our next spot would have been for Captain Michael and Mastrocola, who's not able to make it here this evening. So let's give a big Bulls hoorah for Mikey Mastrocola. Next, number 67, Constantine Dima, met by parents Stefan and Ada and sister Alexa. Next, number 70, Jason Costa, met by parents Luis and Kathy and brother Sean. Next, number 73, Ronaldo Lopez Torres, met on the field with Coach Mark Bencourt. Next, number 80, Cameron Burdick, met by parents Gary and Estelle. Test. We're next. Number 7, Captain Shay Lucky Lynch, met on the field by parents Scott and Andrea sisters, Sister Sid, grandparents, Monty and Gina, and Papa Bill and Pat. Next, number 11, Captain Danny Barrett, parents Matt and Erica, brothers and sister Jake and Maddie, Uncle Joe, and missing number 1 fan, Brother Ryan, who's not here tonight, but he'll be here for the playoffs. And last, but not least, number 10, Vincent O'Hara, with parents Jessica and myself, with brothers Jack and Stephen.
All right, so we hope you enjoyed the senior night festivities here at Peabody High School, and we're going to throw it to some public service announcements, and we'll be back for the game after a few minutes.
DC Rental has been in business for almost 30 years, offering state-of-the-art radio communications and security camera systems. DC Rentals is able to cater our system, scale it down to any size event, large or small. Our custom-built trailers are designed for fast deployment with full video and communication capabilities. We offer top-of-the-line Motorola and High-Terra dispatch and radio equipment, along with Telex and Zetron consoles. DC Rentals Mobile Command Trailer is also available for special events or emergencies. In addition, we provide individual and group training sessions on all of our equipment, as well as 24-hour customer service. DC Rentals can be reached at 781-289-3000 or on the internet at dcrentals.net. DC Rentals is a proud sponsor of Peabody TV.
Observe a domesticated human family in their natural habitat, known to their species as the backyard.
Hey, you think I should light it now?
I think it's good.
Yeah?
Oh dear, someone is about to burn a pile of debris that's too tall, which can start a wildfire. Wait, could it be? Blimey, it is.
It's Smokey.
It's Smokey Bear. What a legend.
Hey, it's Smokey. Sorry, it was too high. Right.
Watch as he astutely ensures that there's no wind, and how he removes some of the debris to create a smaller, safer burning pile.
Well, you said make it bigger. No, you said make it bigger, baby. The bigger, the better.
Take note of our fearless furry friend here, humans.
I appreciate it. Fist bump.
Watching you.
Smokey's done it again.
Bye, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
You're so right for me, and I'm right for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When I first saw Turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this like deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day. He's an incredible companion and my best friend.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer. It's a sensory thing. It's a thing with Asperger's.
I've seen adults react to my daughter when she has meltdowns, like she's from a different planet. And this little animal just sat next to my child and was just like, you know, it's going to be cool.
When I retired from the Navy, I found myself on a void in my life that had been filled by the people that I served with. Tommy really brought an important factor to my life. I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
I am what hunger looks like in America. I am an 8-year-old girl who's not excited for the last day of school. Because this may be the last time I'll have lunch. Till September. I am a single father of 2 who works 3 part-time jobs. And that's still not enough to put food on the table. I am a 16-year-old boy who just got my first job to help feed my little sisters. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger. People you pass by every day but never knew they were hungry.
Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
Kids!
I don't want to talk about it.
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 Families don't have to talk about everything, but they should talk about how to plan for an emergency.
Kids, you all right?
This family's prepared. Get tips and resources to make your family's emergency plan.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Hey guys, today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Give kisses. Give kisses. Look. Give kisses. Give kisses. You heard how loud that was.
I know, I
sleep
heard.
through that.
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Bacon.
Community media is blessed with the opportunity to demonstrate leadership and the importance of activism, while providing the community access to tools to engage in racial and social justice work and to amplify that work. Join Alliance for Community Media on how to use media to untangle the deeply embedded threads of racism in America in pursuing racial justice and equity in community media.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just a little moment. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Good evening, everybody. Once again, we're back here from Senior Night festivities. Joel Sasso with Matt Smith, and we got our sideline reporter, Ed Lomasny. So, coming to the game, Peabody 10 is 7-0 versus the Salem Witches 5-2. And, Ed, how you doing down there? You just flew in from Winthrop, I believe, right?
Yes, I did. Thank you very much, Matt and Joel. Hope everything's going well up there. Happy Halloween weekend. Very exciting. This is a very, very important night for the seniors. I'll talk about that a little bit at halftime. We got a great crowd here. Just unbelievable weather for the football team. Just a great night for football. Very excited. Big rivalry against Salem. So looking forward to the game. And I'll talk to you guys after the first period. So thank you. And good luck, Tanners. Let's go.
Thanks, Ed. Good to see you. Appreciate it. So, as we were talking a little bit earlier, Matt, and Ed just alluded to, a lot on the line tonight. Basically, this is all about, rankings going into the playoffs. We're in. We just want to find out where we're going to finish, and Salem's on the outside looking to get in, and either an upset or a very close game, like you said earlier tonight, could propel them into the tournament, and they basically have had a turnaround. They had some very, very lean years, as you know.
Yeah, so there was a time where I don't think people knew if the Salem football program was going to continue.
Yep.
And hats off to Coach Bouchard, who stuck with it. I know, on a personal level that he's walking hallways and he's going to lunches and he's recruiting kids to come out and play. And I don't think people realize how close that Salem High football program was to come into a close. And, I know he's not there anymore, but the AD at the time, Scott Conley, worked really hard to salvage it, and they sort of revamped their schedule and revamped how they did things, and they kept the program. There's not huge numbers over there, but compared to the last 5 or 6 years, those numbers are pretty good. So hats off to Coach Bouchard and the Salem administration for keeping this going. Salem's got a rich football tradition.
They do. I think we were reading earlier, and basically the numbers, Salem versus Peabody, for many, many years, Salem was dominating, and Peabody the last few years has obviously come on, but it's about even. But Salem had a tremendous, I think, I believe as we sit here today, I think one of the longest running rivalries on Thanksgiving Day is Salem versus Beverly.
It is.
Right behind Wellesley versus, might be Needham, I forget. I just had a little brain.
One of the greatest high school football games I've ever been to was the 100th game between Beverly and
Right.
Salem, 8-6.
Wow.
It was something else.
Yeah.
I think they had over 2,000 people at Hurt Stadium.
And right now, the captains of both teams are out at midfield, waiting for the coin toss. And as we talked about senior night, and during the course of the night, we'll talk about some of the seniors and what they've meant to this program. Both those who get on the field and those who go to practice and don't get as much playing time. But I'm sure Coach Betts would like to be able to get up early, and it's always a perfect way to end it out with getting your seniors on the field senior night. So I'm sure he'll make every effort to do that based upon game conditions. And one of the nice things that Peabody High and youth football have started this year is there's players of the week, and I'm sure during the game we get a sideline shot, but you see about 12 to 14 youth football players with their jerseys here, and that's what it's about. That's what it's about, building up a program, and we've done that, I think, tremendously as a city, and the seniors here tonight, quite frankly, are really the culmination of some of that, because most of them have played 12 years of football. You always have some people who come into the city afterwards, or some will pick it up late, but most of the kids who are seniors on the field tonight, over half of them, I believe, played in Peabody youth football for their K through 8 years.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know this is a relatively new thing, having these players of the week and these kids on the field. I'm not sure who's responsible for that, but what a fantastic idea. And it's just, I have personal friends whose kids have been on the field the last couple of weeks in the home games, and it's just a great idea.
Yeah, and they get to run out. They get to run out from the locker room at the beginning of the game. And I think they even do it at halftime. So that's fun, and it's something to look forward to. And that's what makes people. That's how dreams come true.
Yeah, that's how you get kids to go to Peabody High.
Yeah, absolutely. So as far as we had some players who weren't suited up the last couple of weeks, and we'll see who comes out of the huddle tonight, but I believe Peabody's going to get a couple players back on the field who had some short-term injuries, and we'll identify them as the night goes on. And we were talking earlier, happy Halloween. We're very, very, very pleased and happy that we didn't have to travel to Salem for the game.
Thankful that this is a home game.
Exactly.
Whoever did the schedule was smart.
Exactly. So at this time, we're going to pause for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, so we're back here live at Coley Field, waiting for the opening kickoff, and some of the players that you'll be hearing tonight for Salem that will be following. We've got Albert Poolhouse. He's number 1, a junior, wide receiver. Number 2, Devante Ozuna, and Ozuna is actually leads the area in touchdowns. He's got 8 total touchdowns and over close to 600 yards on the ground. And their quarterback is Corey Grimes. And those all 3 players are juniors, so they'll all be back. So just like Peabody had last year, they got 3 good skill players coming back. Corey Grimes, he's got 802 yards passing on the year and 10 touchdowns. So Peabody's going to be receiving the kickoff from Salem. It looks like the kicker will be number 6, Corey Grimes.
So just want to quickly acknowledge the national anthem tonight was sung by a member of the marching band, Dylan Bresnahan, who did a fantastic job. Not an easy thing to do to sing in front of all these people.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so back to return. You see the kick is going to be for Ridley and 22 Batista. Collin picks it up, brings it across 20, straight up the middle here, right out to about the 22-yard line. Looks like they were caught off guard a little bit. They were kind of dancing a little bit, and the kick was right there before they knew it. All right, so Peabody's going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 23-24-yard line.
So one thing Salem does, a lot of different looks. Sometimes it's a 3-man front, sometimes it's a 4-man front. Salem High coaching staff has to use a lot of unique different looks to on the defensive end, not a deep bench. So
yeah, that's true. There's only about lucky if they have 20 kids on the sideline in the starting 11.
Yeah, so right now in that 3-4 front.
Yeah, there's Shea. He's in shotgun as usual. Single man in the backfield, and that's Pinto. Will Pinto gets across the 25 to 30. Looks like he's going to get a first down. So good run by the Tanner. The last 2 weeks against both Gloucester and Winthrop, both of the opponents have really done a good job of keeping the possession out of the Tanners early. They get long drives, eating up lots of clock. Of course, by the end of the game, you would know that by the score, but they have done a good job of that, and we'll be interested to see if the Salem Witches do that tonight. So it's imperative Peabody puts a little pressure, gets up early. It would be nice as they've done most of the games this year. So once again, Shea's in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers, single man in the backfield. Short little dump to Ridley. Nowhere on the play.
Good open field tackle there by Salem. So it looks like Salem content playing man-to-man here in the first offensive possession for Peabody, which is interesting because
it's risky.
Not a lot of teams play man.
So we got Ridley and Danny Barrett down low. Eli up top by himself. Shea looked short, faked to Ridley, looked again, didn't see anything downfield, went back to Ridley, pick up of a couple. So they'll bring up a third and about, looks like about 8. 3rd and 9, so Peabody is on their own 37-yard line. Opening drive here at Coley Field. Game number 8. Last regular season game.
Went by fast, huh, Joel?
It did. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 9, the Tanners from their own 37-yard. 3rd and 9. 4 receivers, 2 top, 2 down low. Shea back in the shotgun. Defense trumped offside, hard count by Shea. They'll pick up an easy 5, so make it a little bit easier.
And rightfully so, those defensive linemen for Salem eager to get off the ball because they want that ball out of Shea's hands as quickly as possible.
So that's going to move the ball up to the Peabody 42-yard line. So it'll be now instead of a 3rd and 9, we got a little bit more manageable 3rd and 4. Barron Ridley up top, Dooley and Batista down low. Let's get Shea in the backfield, Will Pinto with him. Pinto stays in the block to Eli. Nice catch there, right on the money. Nice to see. Eli Batista, who leads the area in receiving yards this year, topping over 537 yards with 7 touchdowns and 32 receptions. Eli and Danny Barrett having a tremendous year, and not far behind is Collin and Jay Stewart themselves. All right, so Peabody is into Salem territory. 1st and 10 from the Witches' 36-yard line. So again, Four receivers, three split wide left. One down low, Danny Barrett. Shotgun, Shea's looking, doesn't see anybody. He sees Eli. Eli's open, got behind the defense. There you go, touchdown, Batista.
I think that ends the man-to-man experience.
Yeah. If you don't have, if you're not going to play someone deep, you're going to get burnt all night long. And Shea was very patient. I think a lot of quarterbacks would have tucked in and run. He just looked, and once again, a credit to the offensive line, giving them the protection. Excuse me.
Yeah, and looking at that Salem defensive front, there's some big boys there. They're going 6'4", 6'2", 6 feet even, and all three of them are over 225 pounds.
Yep. Extra point, Mr. Money, Dominic Scalise, number 21. He's good. So as the teams head back upfield, 10-14 to go here in the first quarter. You score, Peabody 10 and 7, Salem Witches no score.
Exactly how you want your first possession to go.
Yep. Couldn't do it any better. Could not point it any better. So just a shout out to our compadre Steve O'Hara. He just whispered on the air that just put Shea Lynch top 25 touchdown passes in Massachusetts history, top 25. And I'm sure we'll be reading about that in the local papers.
So that looks like that was his 21st touchdown pass of the season.
Kickoff return, he gets some room there. He's going to break it. Number 2, he's going to beat the kicker on 23. Nice kickoff return. That's Ozuna, their running back.
So if you're Salem, that's exactly what the doctor ordered after that impressive first possession by Peabody. That was, Salem will start at right about at the 42, 43 yard line. Good kickoff return there. So with Shea's 21st touchdown pass, the next closest in the North Shore area is 13 touchdown passes.
All right, here we go. Corey Grimes, he's in the shotgun. 35's in motion. He stops. Grimes hands up the middle to Ozuna, number 2. And I think you'll see a lot of that because that's the way you're going to do two things. You're going to keep Peabody offense off the field, and if they can get some... Peabody takes sometimes a defensive possession or two to kind of figure out what they want to do.
And not that anybody's had real success against Peabody, but the teams that have, Winthrop comes to mind.
Yep.
They ran it up the middle.
Exactly.
And with a couple of guys not dressed tonight who play that interior defensive line, that could be a problem. It'll be second down and 7 for the Witches.
Oh, there's a fumble. He gets it back, though. Looks like the handoff wasn't clean.
So one factor we haven't talked about all season is the weather, specifically the cold. This is probably the coldest that either of these teams have played all year.
Yeah.
We've been very lucky this fall with the weather, but it's definitely chilly down there. A lot of winter hats in the stands tonight.
Yeah. Winter clothing has made its appearance.
So that pushes the Witches back, makes it 3rd and 13.
Grimes in the shotgun. Motion number 3. He's looking for his receiver. He wasn't open. Good pressure. Dumps it off. Nice play by the quarterback to take the loss.
Nice play just to avoid the sack.
Yep. So, on the Witches, going to punt it away here. Going to put Peabody, make it a long field. Be surprised if they don't, but can't tell right now. Quarterback on the 7. He was the kicker, so he could
It's
be
hard
the
to
punter
tell
as
because
well.
they play so many multiple positions
Yeah.
here. He might be the punter. So Salem taking an awfully long time here to decide what they're going to do on fourth down, and it actually looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, it does. So they're going to break the huddle. 4-man, 4 receivers, 2 up top, 1 down low, split, and a single man in the backfield. They are going to definitely go for it. Wow, 23. He got off the ball. He was across the line of scrimmage before you knew it. And that's Jose Lenda. Wow, senior Jose Lenda.
That was a jailbreak.
Yeah. Lender and Kavanaugh, as far as linebackers, had a really good season. It kind of gets a little bit over. They fly under the radar with the way the offense has played, and some of the other defensive liners had a good. But wow, that was a tremendous play, and that puts Peabody in great field position. They're going to take over on Salem's 43-yard line.
Matty Mastropola in the mix there too on that.
Yeah, nice. I was really surprised Salem put themselves in that position early.
Especially in the first quarter.
Yeah. I mean, they did nothing to show they could stop this offense. So Peabody breaks the huddle. 4 receivers. Pinto in the backfield with Lynch. Shotgun, pitch to Pinto. Past the line of scrimmage, cuts it back inside, down to 30, down to 29. Will always runs hard. Always runs hard.
Good call. First down run.
Yep.
Set up that pass nicely. I would fully expect that this play will probably be a passing play, but you never know.
So ball's back just inside the Salem 30-yard line. Not even halfway through the first quarter here. 7:50, the clock is running. Shea breaks the huddle. Got Danny down low by himself. Up top, Eli. It looks like, I believe it's Colin. Shea pitches the other way to Will cuts it back. Good pickup of about 6-7 yards. So
Good decision by Will there to cut back inside, and I'm assuming the play was designed to go outside, but saw the hole and pushed it right up the middle.
And this is what makes this Peabody offense a threat now, because not only do the opponents have to worry about the pass, they've got to respect the run. Peabody's shown that the last 3-4 games. So we got a 2nd and 3 on the 23-yard line of the Witches.
Salem still in that 3-4 front, 4 linebackers, leaving those outside receivers on an island there with the cornerback.
Shea going deep. He's got Colin. Ooh, just out. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 3. Tell Shea wishes he had that ball back. He's upset with himself.
Yeah. Just probably one step too far.
It's a good shot of the crowd tonight. Once again, PATV doing a great job. We'll acknowledge some of their camera operators tonight. And if you're home watching the game, we hope you're enjoying it. And you're sitting warm, snugly by the fire. 3rd and 3 from the 23. Shea, quick drop, gets it right to Eli. First down. Eli breaks the first man, the second man gets him, brings it down about the 15, 16-yard line.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation there by Shea. That's where that play was going the whole time. As soon as he snapped it, he was looking Eli's way. Just wanted to get the first down. Good call there by Coach Therian.
Yep. So Dewey's out. I see Alex, number 6, Justin Franco's in. This will be a good opportunity for Peabody to get some different ball plays in tonight, hopefully. So you got Danny Barrett and Colin Ridley up top, Eli down low by himself, shotgun, inside handoff to Will, lots of room. Yep. Once again, another good yardage pickup of about 6 or 7.
Yeah, nice little trap run there. That was a designed inside run, and I like the play calling here early is establishing that run. That's
mixing it up.
A little bit new for these Tanners and Coach Therian.
So, 2nd and 5 from the 12-yard line. Not the 11, actually, from the 11. Excuse me, 2nd and 5 from the 11. Tanners looking for their second score of the evening. on their second drive. Shea's in the shotgun, gets a snap, gives it to Pinto. Pinto comes out wide, cuts it back inside, first down, inside the 5, down about the 3-yard line. He's got quick feet, he really does. It's just, you don't see him really get... I mean, the offensive line is doing a great job. They're putting bodies on the defensive line, but, you know, once he crosses that line of scrimmage...
He's not, I don't think he has tremendous straight line speed, but his lateral left to right movement is... And that's definitely a byproduct of wrestling.
Yep. So we got first and goal from the 3 for the Tanners. Once again, they break it with 4 receivers, 2 up top, 2 down low. Pinto in the backfield right behind Shea. Snap. Shea gives it up the middle. Pinto, he's driving. Touchdown. Will Pinto on senior night. So I remember 4 years ago as a freshman, Will Pinto was able to get on the field. He scored a touchdown that night, and 4 years later here he scored another one. Good for him. And he didn't know if he was going to play this year. We talked about that a little earlier. He enjoys wrestling. He really enjoys wrestling when it does for him, and he'll probably wrestle in college, but he knew he wanted to be out with this team this year. And he's been a great spark.
Yeah, he's that kind of everything back. He's the short yardage guy, he's the bruiser, he's the long yardage back. He kind of does it all.
That kick was not good, unfortunately, so as the team head back up, those 13. I couldn't tell, it went too quick. I think it was high, I think it was wide right or wide left, I couldn't see. But
that's unusual.
That is. So 13-0 Tanners, 4:55 here to go in the first quarter. Coach Betts having a couple words with his kicker. I don't know if we're going to see something a little bit different here. Maybe they had a good kickoff return, so maybe he doesn't want to do it.
Good to see our Jumbotron up and working now on the track. It's my favorite part of the broadcast.
All right, so Dom, ready to address the ball here? Deep kick. Ooh, kick it in the end zone, so they're going to be able to run it out. Yep. Number 3, gang tackled by the Tanners on the 30-yard line. That's Ryan Rocco Quinn. Quinn Rocco Ryan, the sophomore captain. Wow, sophomore captain. So
another good kick return by the Witches there.
Yeah. So the Witches got to just, whatever their game plan is, they got to stick to it here, because you know, it can become a blowout, quickly. It could be 20-0 or 13-7. It's a whole different ballgame.
This is a big possession for them. This has got to be a long, sustained drive.
So Witches break the huddle. Handoff up the middle. In on the tackle that's number 99. Yeah, 99 for the Tanners. Kyle Marin, sophomore. Kyle's dad, Dave Marin, does a lot of camera work for us here at PATV, so I'm sure Dad's happy to see him out there. And Mother Robin is usually lurking in the wings somewhere.
Yeah, good tackle, right up the middle, shot the gap, got low.
Gain of 1, going to bring up a 2nd and 9 from the own 31-yard line. 2nd and 9 for the Witches. So Witches break the huddle. They got 2 receivers split wide right. Motion.
Yeah, looks like a movement on
Salem.
Peabody. Oh.
I think he's talking to Pinto.
Nose in the neutral zone, maybe?
Yeah. I think for those of you viewing at home, I believe our replay is out tonight, so unless I get word from the truck, I do believe we do not have any replays tonight, so all that means is pay attention.
Yep, don't take your eyes off the screen. You won't need a replay.
All right, so with that 5-yard penalty, it's going to bring up a Much more manageable 2nd and 4 for the Witches. Shotgun formation, 2 men in the backfield, 1 receiver. Snap is good. Handoff up to number 2, Ozuna. Looks like he's going to get the first down, Devontae Ozuna, and he does. So, Witches take advantage of the penalty, get their first down.
Good run there. Tanner's fully expecting run, and that's what Salem did, and they still got the first down. The defense is crowding that line of scrimmage. Those linebackers, it's tough to tell who the defensive line is and who the linebackers are.
42-yard line there.
So much needed first down here by Salem.
First and 10, they're on 42. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers, post put, 1 up top, 1 down low. Single man in the backfield. He did hand off to Ozuna. Peavy does a great job. Loss of 2 on the play.
Tanner's absolutely daring Salem to throw the ball. Both safeties are on the line of scrimmage, and the 2 corners are just one-on-one on the outside, and Tanner's are daring them to throw the ball.
And he's put it up this year. He's got, Grimes has 65 completions for 800 yards and 10 touchdowns, so certainly not shy.
In the shotgun for this play.
Fakes the handoff, he rolls, gets a little pressure, gets away from Pinto, can't get away from 55, Jimmy Festa. Throws the ball away. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd about 12.
Festa with a fantastic sophomore season.
Yeah, breakout.
Doing that first game, I think he had 10 or 11 solo tackles, and he's just gotten better and better every game.
And we see one who's not playing tonight for the 2nd week in a row is number 75, Alex Jackson. He's a sophomore. So when he's out, it looks like Matty Mastrocola's getting some of his reps, number 74. And number 10, Vinny O'Hara's back out. Vinny was out last week, so that's good to see. Swing pass, number 2.
Ooh.
Gets positive yardage, not going to get a first down, but it gets up to the 45-yard line. So, once again, need to see what's going to happen here.
Nice block there by number 5, Jesse Round on that swing pass.
Saw that. All right.
So looks like Salem may have learned from their mistakes here
and
lining up the punt.
Yeah. So Eli's back deep. Punter's going to take the ball about on his own 32-yard line, 32-33. Let's see how the snap is. Good snap. Good kick. Good extension. Eli's going to get it, field it cleanly.
Got
He's on
some
his own
room.
22. He does have room. Breaks up the middle. Now he's looking to go outside. Cuts it back. Gets outside. He's trying to turn one more corner. Nice return by Eli. Gets him get good field position. So it looks like the ref's going to mark it at the Peabody 42-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not sure that the camera does Eli justice on what he just did there. I thought for sure he was wrapped up in the middle, and he just bounced out wide as fast as I've seen anybody bounce, and probably got another 10 yards out of that run.
Yeah.
So let's see if the Tanners can make it 3 for 3 in possessions and touchdowns.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so here we go. First and 10 from the 42-yard line. Shea back in the shotgun. He's hands it off to Alan Polino, senior in the backfield. Alan's put up decent numbers. He's had a very good season defensively. He was a special teams player of the game as far as me and Matt were concerned 1 week, and he's run a couple of TDs in, so.
Yeah, he's done a lot of everything this season on all phases of the game.
And he did not get on the field much last year. He just had some distractions. We'll leave it at that. But he had a great freshman, sophomore year, so good to see him have a nice, good senior season. And I've talked to Alan personally. He'd like to play some continuous football career in college. Shea shotgun. He's looking, dumps it off to get the number on that. Let's see.
Oh, ball's loose. Nope. Referees will blow it dead.
He dumped it off to Allen. It was. So as we wind down the first quarter here, could be the last play. Score's 13-0. As I said, we're going to go through and recognize a few seniors here. We have 21 seniors on the Peabody team this year.
But good news. How many sophomores, Joel?
We were told 20 plus, and we'll get that exact number by the end of the night.
And a lot of those kids are playing now.
Yeah.
So obviously there'll be some key losses to graduation, but the future should be bright for Tanner football.
Absolutely. So going in numerical order here, just recognizing one of the seniors. We're going to start off with number 1, Giovanni Guglielmo. Giovanni's out. He's had a major surgery to his knee, but Giovanni was a defensive standout the last couple of years. He's also a baseball player, does a little bit of wrestling, and has really contributed to this program over the last few years. And Giovanni did not play much youth football, actually, but he's always been an athlete and very good baseball player.
Hope he gets back for baseball season. Praying for him.
Yeah. The next up is number 2 on the roster, Jace Dooley. Jace Dooley transferred this year. We were lucky to get him. Came over from Essex Tech. Oh, you know what we're going to do? Before we go over that, we're going to throw it down to Ed. Ed, I apologize. Got caught up in the senior there. But, Ed, talk to us about first quarter. What do you see?
No problem, Joel. Thank you. The players are more important to me, so that's fine. Great job up there in the booth, both you and Matt. Strong first quarter by Peabody. Obviously, 2 scores on the offensive side, both receiving and running. They're just showing their power like they've showed all year. It's tough to stop that really executed spread offense there. From the defensive front, they're doing great. They're stacking everything up front. They're trying to force Salem to pass. They're just beating them up front with the run. So Salem's going to have a struggle all night trying to run the ball. So expect them to try to find some keys to the middle of the field and even the outlet passes. But right now, Peabody's holding the edge on both sides of the field. The only hiccup was just that first kickoff after the first touchdown, but that's going to happen. But you're just going to tighten up the special teams. You're going to really pay attention to special teams. So important in the game. But back to you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Ed. All right, so we got a 3rd and 11 for the Tanners on their own 41-yard line. Shea rolls right.
Going deep.
Oh, and he got him. There's Jace Dooley. Just in time. Thank you, Jace. Number 2, Jace Dooley, senior. As we were saying earlier, Jace came over from Essex Tech, had a tremendous reputation as a receiver over there. And in addition to this, just another weapon for Shea. And there you go.
Maybe we could have every play go in numerical order here by uniform. That means Colin Ridley's catching the next pass.
That's right. And Jace has also played a lot of defensive back this year as well. Great addition to the Tanners football team. All right, so Tanners are going to break. They're going to have 3 receivers wide left. You got Dooley, Ridley, Batista, and up top, I think it's probably Danny by himself in isolation as usual. Yes, it is. There's a little screen to Eli with his speed. Eli gets close to the first down, it looks like. Let's see here. It was 1st and 10 Peabody from the 35-yard line of the Witches, and that's going to be a pickup of 8. Going to bring up a 2nd and a short 2 for the Tanners.
Anytime Eli gets that ball in open space, you almost expect him to score a touchdown.
Yep. Very dangerous, and Eli will be back. He's a junior. I would expect Eli to hopefully be a captain. So 2nd and 2 from the Witches' 27-yard line, 13-0 Tanners. And looking to tack on another one. Shea looking over the sideline, could be an audible. It is.
A little confusion here.
Yeah.
We may see a timeout.
Refs are being very patient. They let them get away with it.
Very generous with the time.
Sometimes people ask us, is a play clock in high school football? Shea throws it deep in the end zone, his back foot. It's either intercepted, Danny. I think it's intercepted. It was a little short. Yes, it was intercepted in the end zone. So that maybe they should have called the timeout.
Yeah, that play was doomed. That play was doomed from the beginning.
Here's the replay on that. Yeah, it was just short a little bit, and Danny went up for it, tried to get it, but he was put in a very difficult position.
Confusion at the line of scrimmage. Receivers didn't quite know where to line up, and
They started at the beginning and continued all the way to the end. So Salem catches a break. They're going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 20. So we're talking about seniors here. We're going to step up. Number 4 is Colin Ridley. Colin's a wide receiver, defensive back, and Colin, one of the smaller guys on the field, but quick guy, tough kid. I've known him once again since 1st grade, 2nd grade, and he really puts the work in, and his speed has made him very difficult to defend. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10, Salem for the 20-yard line. 10 minutes to go here till halftime. That's a snap, fumble. Grimes gets on it, but it's going to be a loss of 10.
yeah, I'm not sure I put that on the center. That was a little bit. Quarterback tried to catch it with one hand and sort of took his eye off of it. Costly mistake for the Witches, pinning them back against their own end zone.
Yep. Here's the replay. You have to see the one hand there. So let's see if the Tanners can take advantage of this. Jimmy Fest is making a play. The defense, 55 Festa.
My guess is Coach Powers has dialed something up here up against their own end zone.
There's a blitz.
There
about
it is.
5 in.
Oh,
nice play by Grames. He got it out of sand quickly, but Tanners did a good job of coverage. 24 Pinto on the tackle.
Well short of the first down, but gave him some breathing room.
Yeah. They picked up about 8, so it's going to be a 3rd and 12. So Coach Powers calling out the defensive signals here, getting them into the plays. Third and 12 from their own 18-yard line for the Witches.
It would be an obvious passing play, so I expect another blitz here by Coach Powers. And there it is, right up the gut.
Yeah.
Oh, just missed him.
Grimes does a good job of rolling out. Oh, can't hit his man. You know, it's tough. You know, first when you're rolling out, you're trying to throw that pass on the run. It's not easy.
That looked like a near interception for Alan Polino there.
So that right up a 4th down. So Peabody looks like they're going to dodge a bullet with that turnover. Here's the replay on that. Here's Grimes. He's rolling. He's throwing across his body, which is even
tipped.
tougher. Oh,
that ball was tipped.
Okay. I didn't get the number who tipped it there. All right, so Grimes back to punt. Eli back on back on Salem's 44-yard line. Snap is good. Nice kick. Good air. Eli catches it. It's going to come this way. Down the sideline. Boom. And he takes the hit.
Tanners may have gotten away with a block in the back there on that initial catch.
So it's on the 36-yard line. Brings it. So Tanner's going to start off with a very good field position. Here's the replay.
Let's see if I'm right. What do you think, Joel? Right there,
number
left
7.
side.
Yeah. Allen.
Yeah. He was turning. I guess it was good.
All right, so it's 1st and 10 on the Witches 37-yard line. If I know anything about our quarterback Shay Lynch, he wants to put one in the end zone and make up for that interception. But the thing about Shay is he also has patience, and he knows he doesn't need to get it in one play, but I know he wants to get it in. All right, so we got 3 receivers split. Shay inside handoff. That's Alex Silva, number 5.
Good high run.
Yeah, Alex Silva. He's a junior captain, so he'll be back next year.
And a patient run there too. He let the play develop, followed his blockers, and got a nice gain out of it.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, good move there too. Broke the defender's ankles.
So gain of 9, going to bring up a 2nd and 1 for the Tanners on the 28-yard line of the Witches. Clock is moving, coming up on about 7 minutes to go in the half. Tanner's getting their receivers in place. Shea's in the shotgun.
Basically flip-flop receivers there, trying to get matchups, I bet.
Nice cut by Alex Silva, cut it inside. Franco was out to block in front of him. Nice play, first down. And we got one out-of-town score tonight so far. St. John's Prep 20, St. John's of Shrewsbury 0.
Number 5 for Salem there, Jesse Round, probably saved a touchdown. Because he did have
nice
that.
tackle.
He did have that lead blocker out there. He shakes that tackle. That's a touchdown.
So Tanner's first and 10 on the Witches 23-yard line. Shea in the shotgun with Pinto by his side. Eli is by himself down low. Shea shotgun, he's looking, and there's the pass. I believe that's to Danny. Yeah, that's their signature route, which I believe, I don't remember, one of the coaches at the NEC, I think it was actually Rudolph from Marbled, said that's basically the
coverable?
Defendable.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just goes out 10-12, turns around, and the ball's right there. Pretty much.
Yeah, it's tough for a defender when the receiver hasn't even turned to look back for the football, and you don't think your guy's getting it, and the ball's in the air, and bang, it's in his hands.
And the next thing you know, Danny will run a route and he'll stop and then put the jets on, and the guy comes up to behind him. Here's that replay. Boom, there's the ball right there. No one around him.
Yeah, I don't think the defender even had his head turned there.
Yeah. You know what? They're on the 8-yard line, so might as well go right back to it and give it to Danny on senior night. So continuing down the list here on senior night, number 6, Justin Franco. Justin just made a nice block we saw, and he's a running back linebacker. And then number 7, Shea Lucky Lynch, and yes, that is his middle name, given by his parents, Shea Lucky Lynch. Basically Shea, once the season's over, the awards will be coming in, but I've had the opportunity to get to know Shea, and for all of his success, very humble kid, and a team player, and a good leader, a real good leader. And wherever he goes to play football, hopefully it'll be somewhere close we go see him, but that's going to be one lucky football program. All right, so we got first and goal from, it looks like the 9-yard line, maybe the 8. Handoff to Silva, is going to break it. Might have it here.
Touchdown.
He does, touchdown. So Alex Silva gets a third TD for the Tanners tonight.
Great job by the offensive line there to hold their blocks. Alex kicks it out to the outside and walks it into the end zone.
Yep.
I don't think he was touched.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think he was either. And here's the extra point, and as he normally did, Shea's going to take the snap from center and hold the ball for Dom. Snap, ball down, kick up. And it's good. So, with 6:25 left till halftime, your score, Peabody Tanners 20, Salem Witches 0.
Good drive there. Efficient, nothing fancy. Take what the defense gives you, bounce that outside.
Good blocking. And there's number 11, Danny Barrett, doing a great job about 5 yards deep in the end zone, pushing the defender out of bounds.
Good drive.
Yep, excellent drive. Want to give a special shout out to our sponsors tonight, DC Rentals, specializing in event communications, including two-way radio rentals, security cameras, event production, trailers, and more. Lynn Ladder and Scaffolding, home for all your ladder and scaffolding needs. And Gravock, technology consulting agency focusing on the design, development, and implementation of technology-based solutions. And a special thanks to our newest sponsors, Londy's of Peabody, offering out-of-this-world pizza, roast beef, subs, dinners, and more. And if you or your business would like to become a sponsor, please reach out to us. And Dom Scalise gets ready to hit the ball. And that looks like that. Oh, not quite a touchback on the 4. Here comes the Salem player. Up to the 28-yard line. That might have been Pinto hit him first. I couldn't tell.
Now that was Alan Polino with that first hit. He popped him.
Nice.
Great job on the coverage on the kickoff.
Here's the replay on that. Alan's 24. There he is.
Yep, good job.
24, yeah. He got him first. And Shout out to our crew tonight. We got on the crew, got Cassandra Saray, Hector Garcia, Cindy Encarnacion, David Marin, Aaron O'Brien, and Don Murphy and Steve Valente in the truck. Thank you. All right, so 1st and 10, Salem for their own 27-yard line, 6:20. Pass is incomplete.
Good job by Allen there too on the coverage. He was alone, got in front of him, not pass interference, and that throw turned out to be errant.
Yeah, this so we're at the 20-0 stage, 6 minutes to go. So I'm sure Salem wants to get on the board, but once again, if they do 3 and out, could be in for a quick night. 2nd and 10 for the 28.
Tanner's packing the box again.
Yeah, handoff.
Looks like is that Allen again? Good. Yep. Good tackle from that cornerback position.
So as we're saying, Peabody right now comes into the rankings MIAA Division II as the number 3 seed, and I know one of the things we'll want to do is obviously you want to start with the W first, and the next thing they'd like to do is win by 14 points, because that'll affect their rankings. And as I said, they're number 3. You want to try and stay in that top 4 to guarantee 2 home games. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. I'm just kind of explaining the way it works, but we're definitely going to be in the top 8. Top 4 would be nice. All right, so we got a 3rd and about 7 for the Witches on their own 31-yard line. Grimes back to pass over the middle, number 4. No good. The ball was a little bit high, and Eli was defending it really well.
Yeah, good job by Eli. Kind of jumped the route there a little bit. I know it was a pass, kind of a post pattern up the middle, but Eli jumped the pass and tipped it away.
I don't know if it's on Eli, because let's see. Here's if you want to check on the replay, I don't know. There is a flag. I think Eli
can't be pass interference.
27 blue. It's going to result in a first down.
27 below. Maybe it was a hold. I didn't get that. I'm sorry. I thought they said 27. This is Cabinet. Let's see. There's the replay.
27 or 47.
Yeah. Okay. So 47 is not out there. It might have been 27, which is Donnie Cavanaugh. Is Donnie out there? Yeah, he's on the far side on the 40s. Okay. All right. So Witches catch a break. First down on their own 46-yard line. Looks like it's going to be a running formation for the Witches. Hand off to number 2, Azuna, the guy. He breaks the initial line
good
of
run.
contact. Yep.
Still going.
Keep going down to the 40-yard line.
Tough run there.
Yep.
He dragged about 4 Tanners with him.
So first down. Coming up on 5 minutes to go till halftime here. Tanners with a 20-0 lead. Here's that replay. Real good job of getting through the line of scrimmage there, and then stays out for another 4 or 5. So I think this might be the deepest penetration for the Witches today in Salem Peabody territory. Excuse me. Yeah, 1st and 10 on the Peabody 41-yard line. Shotgun formation. Fumbled it, picks it back up, Grimes. Second time today that's happened.
Yeah, they've had trouble with that shotgun snap.
It looks like when it's going to his far right. So you can't even get the second hand on the ball. So that's going to be a loss of 3. Going to break up a 2nd and 13 for the Peabody 44-yard line. Is the replay. Oh, I'm sorry.
So, Joel, quick shout-out to the O'Donnell family. I'm wearing my new Ella's Army sweatshirt that I just got today.
Nice.
Of course, named after Ella O'Donnell, who we lost to childhood brain cancer, and the parents carry on her legacy with amazing fundraising and this fabulous sweatshirt that I'm wearing tonight.
Thank you for sharing that. All right. Short pass, 35 for first down. Nice play by the Witches there. And on the play, that reception was number 35 was Shane Feld. Actually, I believe Shane I remember Shane back in wrestling days. Shane Field. He also might be a wrestler. So that's going to be a first down to the 33-yard line of the Tanners. So Salem, if they can eat some clock up here and get in the end zone before the half, that's just what the doctor ordered. Got whistles, timeout, Peabody. Looks like the defense wants to take a chance to regroup.
Yep, good timeout there.
Yeah. And if you love sports and want to get involved in in your community, we're looking for volunteer camera operators, announcers. So if you're interested, please reach out to us. Also, did you know that you could purchase a copy of today's game for your archives? Head over to our website, www.peabodytv.org, to place your order. And I hope everyone's enjoying the game and all the camera angles and the crew out there tonight.
So not surprising, tonight's theme, Joel, it looks like it's costume night here in the stands. I don't know what those things are called that stand out in front of car lots there, that flapper, one of those just walked by.
Yep. Get some young fans down on the field. Good shot by the camera operator.
And during that timeout, Coach Betts walked all the way out to midfield to talk to the referees, which that's not something you see very often.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And they entertained him, so it must have been something legitimate, or otherwise they would have told him to go back to where he came from.
Right. Continuing senior night here. Numerical order number 10, Vincent O'Hara, Vinny O'Hara, senior running back, wide receiver, defensive back. And, I know personally that Vinny worked really hard this offseason to really up his game, and that's shown. And I credit him for stepping up and putting the hours in, and he's been out there a lot this year. Here we go. Grimes rolls. He's looking. Overthrows his man.
Yeah, that would have been a heck of a catch, because that coverage, was that Alex Silva, I think, on the coverage? That would have been a tight window to sneak that football in there.
There's a throw just out of the reach, but he was covered like a blanket. Next up on senior night, number 11, Danny Barrett. Senior wide receiver. Danny has really molded himself into one of the best receivers in the North Shore. Great possession receiver, but he runs routes really well. And him and Shea, the 7-11 connection, as they say. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Handoff to number 3. He breaks the line, gets down about the 25. Going to bring up a 3rd and short for the Witches.
Quinn Rocco Ryan. Love that name.
That ain't a football name. I don't know what is. All right, so he gets down to the Peabody 25, so 3rd and 2. So obviously 2 down territory. Plenty of time. Manny Mastricola going in for the defense, number 74. Number 73, Lopez Torres coming out. So 3rd and 2. Clock running, less than 3 minutes to go here until halftime.
Looks like Tanner's fully expecting that run again.
Yeah. Up the middle, he's going to get a first down. Gets down about the 20, inside to the 19-yard line. Another tackle, number 23, Jose Leonard, and a couple other Tanners.
So this Tanners team is about as well-rounded as any football team I've ever seen, but if there is one Achilles heel, it's that run defense up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of haunted them all season.
Yeah.
My guess is that's the reason for the Matty Mastricola substitution, is to try and beef up that inside line.
So which is 1st and 10 on the Tanners 20-yard line, deepest penetration of the night. Handoff to Zuna down to the 15, gets down inside the 10, it looks like. Another first down.
And up the middle again.
So it's going to be 2nd and about an inch. So Salem can open up their playbook here if they choose to.
I'm going to say run.
Shotgun formation. It does run hands off the floor. 23. Jose Lendor. A loss of about 5.
Yeah, you just can't run on the outside on the Tanners. They are just so fast at the linebacker and corner spots. And the corners especially, are just solid tacklers.
Yep.
You know,
and they gained all the yards up the middle, man. So,
yeah.
You know, what are they thinking?
I mean, Alan Paulino, Eli Batista, they're just solid individual tacklers, and you just can't run outside.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 from the 14. Grimes in the shotgun. Passing. He's rolling out. Oh, Pinto couldn't bring him down. Grimes does a real good job of keeping his play alive. And now he flips it to his back, who basically that was good communication between the two of them. Touchdown. You'll see this replay. Watch number 2. He was almost going to block. Grimes thought about running, and then all of a sudden, number 2, Azuna, just went down the field. No one was there to cover him, and Grimes flipped it to him. Very nice play.
Grimes ran about 35 yards on that play from one sideline to the other. Good job eluding tacklers.
That's hopefully something Salem coaches are going to see a lot of next year. I'm sure they're hoping. All right, so Salem is going to line up for the extra point. And it's that quarterback Grimes, number 6. He's also the place kicker. The ball is going to be held by number 12, Lewis Chin. Snap down, kick is up. Didn't look too. It's good. Didn't look too pretty, but it was good as far as this kicking motion. But Salem going to give the Tanners something to think about here. Yeah. 20-7. Well, here's the replay, folks. So watch Grimes. Rolls to his right. Pinto can't get him. Rolls back to his left. He's looking. There's number 2. You see him. He turns upfield. Great play. Look at that. Broke 2 tackles and gets in the end zone. So Witches do a good job of staying alive. We got a ball game. 20-7. 32 seconds to go here in to halftime. So, barring a extremely good run back by either Ridley or Batista, it'll probably be the final score going to halftime. But you never know.
With Shea Lynch, you never know. I would assume with a good run back that we're probably going to see at least one play.
I could even maybe see an onside kick here, possibly. Okay, they quick deep, which is fine.
Oh, that might go out of bounds.
So, yep, there it is.
Oh, no.
That gives it to almost, I think it's up to the 40 or 35, I forget. Yeah, 35.
Literally the last thing you want to do is kick that ball out of bounds.
No time, and it looks like the Tanners have 2 timeouts, so, yeah, it's a good point, Matt. I mean, they're going to make him re-kick it, actually. Okay. So Coach Betts says, yeah, no, we don't want a 35 or 40-yard line. Kick it to Batista or Ridley.
And that tells you about the special teams of the Peabody Tanners, that he's willing to have him re-kick it, then take that penalty, which would put him close to midfield, just shy of it.
Yeah.
So Coach Betts thinks that at any given moment, special teams, that this team can score a touchdown.
All right, so here's the kick again. Line drive, bouncer. Eli's going to come up with it. It's going straight up the middle. Gets through the first line of defense. Number 2 for the Ozuna. They took a shot, tried to grip the ball out of Eli's hands.
Yeah, Eli looked like he felt kind of funny there. It looked like a jackknife, kind of.
So
stays in the game.
Okay, so it's up to the 40-yard line. 5 seconds ran off the clock, so 27 seconds to go. Here's the replay. Watch number 2. Just try and rip the ball out of hand of Eli, and he did a great job. Boom. Could have been dangerous if he let loose. All right, so we got trips. We got 5 wide receivers.
Plenty of time with this offense.
No one in the backfield was Shea. 5 wide on the 40. Their own 40. Shea looking deep. Low to Eli, incomplete. That's not the worst thing. It was behind him. So Salem's going to have to drop him deep. Tanner's obviously going to try and get somebody behind the defensive back, and Shea will put it there if he can see it. All right, so 2nd and 10 from their own 40-yard line, 21 seconds to go till halftime. It's again 5 wide for the Tanners, 3 up top, 2 down low. Shea looking outside to Danny. There's your 10. So I think it's about the 49-9. 17 seconds to go. So not only do you get Shea's arm, you get Dom Scalise's
You just
leg.
read my mind, Joel. Love to see a timeout. You know, maybe another 15 yards here, timeout, and let's see. Let's take the field goal.
Yeah. All right. So let's see, 5 wide for the Tanners. Shea back, looking, flicks it, deflected. Looks like Dewey went up for it.
Yeah, good effort. He had to throw it high to keep it away from the defender.
So this is interesting. 4th and 1. They're going to obviously go for it. 12 seconds to go. Still 2 timeouts, so plenty of time. Okay, so Tanners, same formation. 3 receivers up top, 2 down low. Inside to Allen. Allen gets away from the first one. He breaks it.
What about
5 seconds, 4 gets out of bounds, 4 seconds. There you go, down to the 32. They're going to mark it. Coaching staff, well, they can call a timeout, but they got plenty of time to decide. Do they want to go for the? They're going to call it. Yeah, he's calling in the field kicker.
Give my boy Dom a chance here.
This is exciting. This is awesome. We're so excited up here in the booth just to see an attempted field goal kick for 49 yards. Excuse me, this kid's got a leg and has just done it all year long. So, once again, plenty of time. Refs are back in position. Ball down, snap. Kick is up. It's deep enough. Just wide to the left. It was deep. It was just about a couple feet to the left. Plenty of leg.
The 2 goalpost officials looked at each other. I thought they were going to put their arms up.
They did.
Oh, just short.
Yeah, and they made sure they got down there to get in position so they could see it properly, and they did. All right, folks, so we hope you enjoyed the first half. It's Tanners get up early 20, and Witches come back. And before we go to halftime, we're going to shoot it down to Eddie Lomassi. Hey, Eddie.
Hey, how are you? Thank you, Joel and Matt. What an exciting last few seconds there, right? Just missed the field goal. That would have been awesome. I got to laugh. My nephew Ty Lomasty, he's on the sidelines here, and he didn't believe me that I was talking on PVMHS TV. So I actually now have him convinced that I gave up my career in banking and that they signed me for a big contract. So he's kind of looking at me like, is this true or not? Big shout out, though, Joel, you said it earlier before I get going on the game. I did come in from Winthrop. Big shout out to the girls' soccer team. They qualified for the tournament. They had a big win over Winthrop tonight, 5-1. Just watching them all year, they had a really tough schedule this year, some really talented teams, and for them to move on, they're going to get a game here. So just proud of them and Coach Andrew Douglas. So great season on them.
That's great news, Eddie. I was wondering. I didn't want to ask. I'm glad you shared that because I was wondering. I know they had, like you said, a tough season, but great that they made the state tournament. I know they're a hard-working group of girls, and they did have a tough season. So thanks for sharing that great news. We appreciate it.
Yeah, just the division was extremely tough. I mean, all top-ranked teams. So you actually to have a schedule like that, it just gets you ready for the playoffs. So you'd rather see that than a soft schedule. That being said, I think Matt, you talked about it earlier. Great to see Salem back, having a team. Right, we got a little nervous there for a few years, and this rivalry is just such a tradition. A funny story. I ran into Coach Perone about a month ago, and he's working over at Old Salem Greens part time, the golf course. And he did not hesitate to let me know that his career record was 15-7 against Peabody, which is extremely impressive because you look at all Peabody in those dynasties and the size. And, I remember playing here when we played against Coach Perone. We usually played them the first game, and it was just, you didn't sleep that week. And Coach Niz, I played under Coach Niz and the staff. They had to put so much time and work into because you didn't know what type of formation they were going to run, what defense they're going to run, offenses. So a lot of sleepless nights. So it's just great to see this game going here. So awesome to see. The biggest thing, too, I said it earlier, just a big night for the seniors. Congratulations to them, the parents. It's just a big night for them. A lot of these players started at the youth level. They put in 4 years at the high school. To any student athlete, hats off. But for football especially, a lot of grind into that. A lot of them won't play any more football. This will be their last, hurrah on senior night last year. Some will move on. So just a very special moment for them. So it was great to see. And what an awesome crowd here that showed up tonight for the seniors. And just a little bit about the game. Obviously Peabody, they kind of dominated the first half. The offense has kind of got a good mix with running the ball, passing the ball. Salem did make a pretty good drive there at the end to score, kind of make the game, somewhat interesting. But I think Peabody's going to come out in the second half, and you're going to see a much stronger team. The biggest thing is you get the playoffs coming up. You don't want to get into bad habits. You don't want to get complacent. You want to execute on what you've been successful in all year, and that's winning on all aspects of the game, on the offense, the defensive side, special teams. So I think coming out in the second half, I think Peabody will be a little more fired up. They're going to wake up a little bit. I think the defense has been holding their own. They're moving everyone up front, like I said earlier. The only way Salem's going to beat them is through the passing game. And I think Peabody has control on the offensive side. So excited to see the second half. Thank you, gentlemen, and back up to you.
Thanks, Eddie. I think you covered it all. Appreciate it. And enjoy halftime. And we'll be back, folks, after these messages for the second half.
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
They took over my bedroom. Come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Hey guys, today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Give kisses. Give kisses. Look. Give kisses. Give kisses. You heard how loud that was.
I know,
Please sleep
I
through that.
heard. It wasn't you.
Yeah.
It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Bacon.
DC Rental has been in business for almost 30 years, offering state-of-the-art radio communications and security camera systems. DC Rentals is able to cater our system, scale it down to any size event, large or small. Our custom-built trailers are designed for fast deployment with full video and communication capabilities. We offer top-of-the-line Motorola and High-Terra dispatch and radio equipment, along with Telex and Zetron consoles. DC Rentals Mobile Command Trailer is also available for special events or emergency. In addition, we provide individual and group training sessions on all of our equipment, as well as 24-hour customer service. DC Rentals can be reached at 781-289-3000 or on the internet at dcrentals.net. DC Rentals is a proud sponsor of Peabody TV.
Observe the domesticated human family in their natural habitat, known to their species as the backyard.
Hey, you think I should light it now? Yeah.
Oh dear, someone is about to burn a pile of debris that's too tall, which can start a wildfire. Wait, could it be? Blimey, it is.
It's Smokey.
It's Smokey Bear. What a legend.
Hey, it's Smokey. Sorry, it was too high. Right.
Watch as he astutely ensures that there's no wind, and how he removes some of the debris to create a smaller, safer burning pile.
No, you said make it bigger, baby. The bigger, the better.
Take note of our fearless furry friend here, humans.
I appreciate it. Fist bump.
Watching you.
Smokey's done it again.
Bye, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day. He's an incredible companion and my best friend.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer. It's a sensory thing. It's a thing with Asperger's.
I've seen adults react to my daughter when she has meltdowns, like she's from a different planet. And this little animal just sat next to my child and was just like, it's gonna be cool.
When I retired from the Navy, I found myself on a void in my life that had been filled by the people that I served with. Tommy really brought an important factor to my life. I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
I am what hunger looks like in America.
I am an 8-year-old girl who's not excited for the last day of school. Because this may be the last time I'll have lunch. Till September.
I am a single father of 2 who works 3 part-time jobs. And that's still not enough to put food on the table. I am a 16-year-old boy who just got my first job to help feed my little sisters. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger. People you pass by every day but never knew they were hungry.
Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
Kids!
I don't want to talk about it.
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 Families don't have to talk about everything, but they should talk about how to plan for an emergency.
Kids, you all right?
This family's prepared. Get tips and resources to make your family's emergency plan.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Roll over. Chance high five. All right. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and... I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
DC Rental has been in business for almost 30 years, offering state-of-the-art radio communications and security camera systems. DC Rentals is able to cater our system, scale it down to any size event, large or small. Our custom-built trailers are designed for fast deployment with full video and communication capabilities. We offer top-of-the-line Motorola and High-Terra dispatch and radio equipment, along with Telex and Zetron consoles. DC Rentals mobile command trailer is also available for special events or emergencies. In addition, we provide individual and group training sessions on all of our equipment, as well as 24-hour customer service. DC Rentals can be reached at 781-289-3000 or on the internet at dcrentals.net. DC Rentals is a proud sponsor of Peabody TV.
Observe the domesticated human family in their natural habitat, known to their species as the backyard.
Hey, you think I should light it now?
I think it's good.
Yeah?
Oh dear, someone is about to burn a pile of debris that's too tall, which can start a wildfire. Wait, could it be? Blimey, it is.
It's Smokey.
It's Smokey Bear. What a legend.
Hey, it's Smokey. Sorry, it was too high. Right.
Watch as he astutely ensures that there's no wind, and how he removes some of the debris to create a smaller, safer burning pile.
No, you can't make it bigger, baby. The bigger the better.
Take note of our fearless furry friend here, humans.
I appreciate it. Fist bump.
Watching you.
Smokey's done it again.
Bye, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Here we go, folks. Opening second half kickoff. Dom Scalise kicks it down on the 10. Salem grabs it. Running back brings it up to about the 29-yard line. So welcome back to second half action here at Coley Field. I'm Joel Saswell, joined by Matt Smith. Ed Lomazzi down on the sidelines tonight. It scored 20-7. Peabody went up 20-0 early. Salem came back, got a late TD in the end of the half, and Dom Scalise just wide right on a 49-yard field goal attempt. Was no good, and that brings you up to speed. So here we are, 27, Matt, at halftime.
Yeah, good job by Salem to score that touchdown right at the end of the half, because that could have been ugly.
Yeah. All right, so Salem's going to take over first and 10 on their own 28-yard line. Shotgun, Corey Grimes hands it off to number 3. Nice play made by the Tanners. And that's number 3, Quinn Rocco Ryan, sophomore captain for the Witches. So we're going to bring you some here, get some first half unofficial statistics. We got Shea Lynch, 11 for 16 for 122 yards. And he had one touchdown pass to Eli Batista. Eli's got 75 yards on the night. Barrett, 24 yards on the night. Dooley, 23 yards on the night. Rushing, good job done by the Tanners. We'll cover those stats in a second. Grimes back to pass. He's rolling. He's looking. Gets it to his man. Looks right at the first down yard marker. Yep. Eli was all over him, but nice catch reception by number 2, Ozuna. So rushing in the first half for the Tanners, you had Will Pinto with 50 yards in the TD. Batista with 36, Paulino with 24, and Alex Silva with 24 yards in the TD.
Yeah, so Salem comes out in the second half and runs that stretch play to the outside, which has not been successful at all tonight. Their success has come running it right up the gut and down Peabody's throat. So I'm a little confused as to why we start the second half that way.
So that play, I apologize, that was out of bounds. I guess that was no good. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 from the 28-yard line for the Witches. Grimes going to roll closest to us. Can't get it. He had 2 receivers.
Yeah.
It was
Something up there, Joel. You never want 2 receivers in the same spot. So that'll bring up 4th down. The Witches will smartly punt the ball away here. And back to receive is Eli Batista.
It's a line drive kick. Eli fields it cleanly. Across the 45 to the 50, down to the 45. He's got a seam down to the 35. And Eli is going to be gone as long as he can hold that block. He's cut back in. So he did it. Jose Linda was right down with him, and Eli wanted to make sure he cut it back in on about the 4-yard line. Touchdown, Eli Batista, his second of the night.
Pretty good blocking, but that was pure speed.
Yep.
If we get a replay on that, you'll see Salem had about 4 or 5 defenders on that left-hand side unblocked, and Eli just ran right by them.
So that puts up Tanners 26-7, pending the extra point. Can't teach speed.
I thought it was height, Joel. Oh.
Well, his up kick is good. Maybe he can't teach height, but speed kills.
That's it.
All right, 27-6, Tanners. So here's the replay, folks.
He knew right where he was going when he caught that
And he
ball.
looks at his eyes. He's looking downfield the whole way.
There's those 4 defenders. He just runs right by him.
Yep.
Great inside cut there. And
yep. Eli Batista for the TD.
So, Joel, as an opposing coach, I don't know what you do. It's 4th and 7. You're in your own territory. You have no choice but to punt it.
Right.
And I guess punt it out of bounds. That's
it's a tough call, and that's when you can play offense, defense, and you throw in special teams, that is dangerous.
Yeah, I mean this Tanner's team, literally on every special teams play, could score a touchdown. What a weapon to have.
Yep. All right, so Dome's going to kick off from the 40. High end over end. 6-yard line. Here comes number 3, Azuna. Going to get it across to the 30.
Yeah, I think I saw a late flag there.
That was 23. That was a tough hit. That's Lindor again. He's been a hitter tonight.
So we might have a hold here.
Okay.
Pretty clean game thus far.
Yeah.
I think we've had 2 penalties to this point.
It's going to be a hold against Salem, actually.
Red holding, 19 white.
So that's going to bring it back inside to the 19-yard line.
Correction, 24 white.
So
It's going to be a first
Salem's
down.
going to go 81 yards.
So Salem not helping themselves here. Would have had okay field position without that penalty, and now they're inside their own 20.
Handoff. Stuffed out by the Tanners. So continue with our theme on senior night here. I want to recognize next up numerical order number 20, Eunice Betlamania. Eunice is a wide receiver, defensive back. He's been on the team for a couple of years. And then we have number 23, Jose Lenda. Jose, we've called his name out more than a few times tonight, running back, defensive lineman. Number 24, Alan Polino. Alan Polino, running back, defensive back. Once again, Alan's gotten announced a couple of times tonight, and he's been around the program for a number of years. Came up through youth football. Number 25, Michael Dalton. Michael's a wide receiver and defensive back. Number 26, Will Pinto. Will Pinto is a running back, linebacker, actually more of a defensive end now. He's a shotgun, trips wide left, throws behind his receiver. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and about 11. Will Pinto, number 26, senior. And next up, number 31, Wallace Philemond. And Wallace is a wide receiver and defensive back as well. Over to the other side of the roster, number 50, Fernando Lima, senior offensive lineman and defensive lineman. And number 54, Benwin Gullion. Benwin's been around the program for a number of years, I personally know. He's a senior as well. We'll get back to the seniors after this play. Trips left. Trips right, top right, single formation. There you go. Grimes going to roll out. He's going to get sacked by Pinto. Actually, it wasn't.
No.
There's going to be a flag for
Composure.
unnecessary celebration. Yeah,
Composure.
and that was 52. That was Remy Dino back on the field, which is good to see. He was out for, I believe, a couple of games.
So going from, when we go from the 10, we go to the 5, go from the 9. Play ended on the 9.
So it's a late flag. Refs are talking. They're going to walk it off now. I think there's going to be probably a personal foul. Walk it off from the 9. Bring it up to the 24.
A dead ball. Personal foul on 1. 4th down.
Wow.
Wow, that's We missed it, folks. We thought it was going to be on blue, but we'll take it. Sometimes it's on the far side of the field. We don't get that angle sometimes. That good look.
Just the timing of the flag, it looked like it was an excessive celebration, unsportsmanlike. But.
So it's half the distance to the goal, so we're going to snap it from the 5. Not much room for the punter. And here's our man, Eli, on the Witches' 39-yard line, moving up to the 38.
Yeah, barring a disaster here, Tanner should have pretty good field position.
It's a high punt. Eli calls for the fair catch. He catches on his own 36-yard line. Nice, smart decision there.
One of the more difficult plays in high school football is calling that fair catch, having to field it, and having guys standing there waiting for that fumble.
Yeah. You got to have some stones, as they say. All right. Number 60, Sam Merrill, continue on senior night. Sam is a offensive and defensive lineman. He's made some very good contributions to the team this year. All right, Tanner's take over 1st and 10 on the 37-yard line of the Witches. So Tanner's have an opportunity. I'm trying to think of a Halloween, but I'm going to say it. Put one in the a nail in the coffin. There you go. Here's Eli with his speed. Gets outside. He tried to jump the defender. The defender stayed home, and he basically caught Eli.
I like the idea and I like the effort, but good job by that Salem defender.
Yeah, Coach Betts had a couple of words for him. So Eli gets a first down. Here we go. Here's that play. So Eli, Shea shoots it out to Eli. Breaks it outside. He's running. Wanted to hurdle the defender, but wasn't going to happen. All right, so Peabody 1st and 10 on the 22-yard line of the Witches. Shea, handoff. Oh, no, Shea's going to take it himself. Follow Allen up the middle, down to about the 19. It's going to be about a gain of 8 and 9.
Yeah, not a lot of rushing attempts by Shea tonight. Hasn't had a ton of pressure, so hasn't had to really have to scramble. That clearly design play, but there's been a number of games this season where Shea's been the leading rusher.
So going to bring up a 2nd and 2, about that. Just right around that 14-yard line for the Tanners. 2nd and 2. Looks like the Tanners got a lot of ball at the line of scrimmage. You got 4 receivers. Batista and Ridley up top.
Just interesting formation there on the left side.
Yeah. Allen's in the backfield. Misdirection to Allen. Allen's going to break it. Going to cut inside. Touchdown, Polino. Allen Polino, senior TD. So, they're spreading it around tonight. 4th different Tanner to get the touchdown tonight.
Yeah, clearly designed run to go right, and nice job by Allen cutting it back, going up the left side against the grain, and just use his speed to get into the end zone.
And a flag on the snap.
That's not even close. I could have made that call. Offsides.
Either or. Coach, you can have it on the try or on the kickoff. You take on the try.
So this penalty will be assessed on the extra point as opposed to the kickoff.
Yep.
Coach Betts' decision, and probably a little sportsmanship there to take it on the extra point. I mean, Dom's making this probably no matter what. So.
Snap, kick is down, ball was up, it's good. So with 7:28 to go in the 3rd quarter, Tanners have opened it up, 34-7. Got an out-of-town score here. The St. John's Prep won 48-6 tonight down at Shrewsbury. So, 48-12. So they put themselves in a good position for the Division I MIAA. They came in ranked number 6th, so they should stay there if not improve.
So one of my complaints, shall we say, about this new system is in that Division I rankings, we got Zavarian at 5 currently, and St. John's Prep at 6, who play each other on Thanksgiving. And wouldn't that be great if something was on the line for Thanksgiving?
Right.
But, like, the MIAA has to make a decision here about, do we want playoffs or do we want to keep Thanksgiving? I don't know that we can do both.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it also comes down to it. Sometimes these teams are playing 3 games in 12 days, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Personally, I mean, I know everyone loves Thanksgiving, but there are other states. That's a playoff. That's a playoff weekend.
Yep. It's a good shot. Good observation, Matt. Salem ball carrier brings up his own 27-yard line. Yeah, that's a big issue. You've been around, you've coached in the Catholic Conference. You know what? That's a game that they really both schools don't want to give up because of the tradition. But once you said that game probably means more to both teams, the regular season game, because they're both, strong football programs.
And as a coach, what do? You want to win the Thanksgiving game, but if you're still going, you got to play the next week, and you got to save kids, and you can't risk injury. It's
been very controversial. It's not that it's been very controversial, and many different coaches have many different philosophies. They really do. Some teams are undefeated, so they knock you and try and win the Super Bowl and lose that game. It's a tough position to put.
Probably an unpopular view, but I would vote to get rid of Thanksgiving.
Yep, I hear you.
People in Beverly and Salem probably disagree with me, and some of those other schools that have deep traditions, but you can't go hard for 2 playoff games.
Right.
Then take a week off because it's Thanksgiving, you don't want anybody hurt, and then gear it up again for that playoff game after.
That's true. It really is true. You're right. So it's we got about 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. My guess is that Peabody's got their first defense in. They're probably going to keep in for maybe one more defensive possession. They want to keep that cushion for the rankings, and then we'll see what happens. Maybe one more TD, and then get some seniors in here who don't normally play, which would be nice.
So we say this every week because it feels like, Peabody has this kind of lead every week, but this is where it's composure, play smart, fundamental football, nothing crazy, no silly penalties.
Yep.
And get out of here with the W.
All right, so 2nd and 8 from their own 40-yard line for the Witches. Grimes up the middle. These guys open. He's behind the defenders. Jay Stooley gets him from behind down to the 30-yard line, so nice play. That's Grimes to number 4, Logan Abood.
Longest offensive play for Salem tonight.
Yeah, that was a good-looking play.
Who had that reception?
That was number 4, Logan Abood, another junior. So I'm looking at this roster really quickly for Salem. They've only got about 8 or 9 seniors, and I don't see more than half of them playing, if half. So they got a young team. They're going to have a lot of returning players.
Yeah, they got some freshmen on this team, and that young man who just made that reception, he's a big boy, 6 feet 220, and with some pretty good speed.
Fumble again, and it's always going to the right. It's always going to the right. I think that quarterback's got to take a half a step to the right, because if the center's going to go anywhere, it's going to the right, not the left.
Sounds like my tee shot. I know it's always going right, so I aim a little bit left.
And I certainly don't mean to laugh. It's these are kids playing football. It's just you put your quarterback in a tough position, and twice they've had great field position, and every time this happens, they put your quarterback in.
And the only choice the quarterback has is to just fall on it.
Right. Basically, that's correct. So it's going to bring up a 2nd down. They backed up to the 40, so it's going to be basically 2nd and 19 from their own 40-yard line for the Witches. Hand off to Azuna. 35, so it gets back about 5.
Good hard run up the middle.
So those of you who are wondering at home when we'll know about the playoff game, so basically usually on Tuesday is when the updated rankings come out, and then I don't know if they'll come out with the playoff schedule on Tuesday. It might take 24 hours to figure out the fields, and you have a lot of different tournaments from soccer and other sports, but I would say probably by Wednesday you'll be able to see where the games are playing and when the times are.
Yeah, I think I saw the first and second. Is that Monday and Tuesday, or is that Tuesday? Halloween's on Monday. So yes, you're right. First and second is Tuesday and Wednesday. Yep. Certainly know who they're playing. Just date and time probably won't be.
Grimes rolling out. He's got him before. There he is again. Nice play, and he breaks their whole first tackle. Gets down inside the 10, it looks like. And normally what will happen is most of your games are on Friday night. There might be a couple on Saturday, but traditionally I've seen most of the high school football playoff games on Friday night. If that does play out here, we obviously have the facilities with the lights and the capacity, so good possibility we should be right back here next Friday night for the opening round of the Division II playoffs for the Peabody Tanners. And they should be the hosts. All right, so that's first and goal from the 10 for the Witches. 3:24 in the third, 34-7 Tanners. Grimes in the shotgun, takes a snap, he rolls right, he's going to follow his blockers, cuts it back in, not much there. It's kind of about the 6 actually, 6 or 7.
Yeah, so good job by the Tanners clogging up the middle there. That was clearly a design run, and Grimes had nowhere to go. Might have to bring my space heater next week.
All right, so we got a second and goal from the Tanners 7-yard line. Clock is running, 2:44 to go in the third.
Where's number 4?
Grimes rolls out, gets away from Lindor, pass is complete. That
Touchdown.
is a touchdown. Was that, I believe it was 4, booed. We'll see the replay.
Yep, it is.
So he's had some nice grabs here in the second half. So 34-13 pending the extra point attempt by the Witches.
He's the primary reason that they just scored this touchdown. And it appears that's what the conversation that Coach Powers is having with some of his defensive backs right now, is that he's the only threat in the passing game.
So Grimes lines up for the extra point. Second attempt of the night, made his first one. Snap ball down, kick is up. It's good. No good, my bad. It's not the tell up here. I apologize, folks. 34-13. So it's a 21-point lead. And as we said, we want to keep that winning margin. 14 has a direct effect. Here's that replay. He rolls as Grimes, rolling out. And a boot, and he's right in the hands of Silva, but he was already in the end zone.
Yeah. So the Witches are trying to get this within 14 because that impacts their rankings as much as it does Peabody winning by 14 or more. That's the cutoff that the MIAA has put as a point spread for the football playoffs.
And they are currently 21st, so they're going to jump about 5 spots to get to the number 16.
Yeah, they'll certainly need some help from probably a couple other teams, but.
Alright, so it looks like Witches tight formation and kickoff. And we got Batista really up to the 20-yard line. It is a pooch, not an onside kick out of bounds on the 42. So Coach Betts is asking, I think he's going to take it at the 40.
I'm not sure what that was.
Yeah. approach kick as opposed to approach punt.
So either way, it'll be
Peabody ball. They just threw the
very.
ball in. Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't. I don't think they've walked it off
Right.
yet.
So it's, I wonder if it's 5 yards. So we're down to the 42. I think so it's 5 more yards.
Yep.
Peabody's going to take over on their own fashion. 48 yard line. Excuse me, 48 yard line. So first and 10. Cannons from the 48.
And I have to believe that this is probably the last offensive series for the starters, but
Yeah, but I think he does want a touchdown, I would think. So he's going to break the huddle. He's got the 4 receivers, 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Pinto in the backfield with Shea. Shea back in the traditional shotgun. Traditional for him, that is. Shea, oh wow, the first time all night, two defensive people for the Witches were all over Shea.
Yeah, Shea, good job eluding the first tackler, but turned and ran into a second one. So really had no place to go and took a pretty good pop there.
Yeah. Good job of maintaining his composure and no loss on the play. So it'll be a 2nd and 10 from their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, good job by Salem not going for the play fake.
All right, so 2nd and 10, Shea from his own 48-yard line. Snap. He's going to hand it up to Pinto up the middle. He's got a little bit of room. He shakes it. First down to the 40-yard line. So this will be a pickup of 12 for Will Pinto. Nice play.
Yep, good, strong, straight-ahead run.
You might see 2 minutes to go. You might see a couple more run plays. You can get it to the 4th down, maybe within the 10-yard line. But we'll see. That's why they play them. I want to give a shout out tonight before the end of the night to my stats guy all year, Lucis Osmo Jr. Lou, thank you very much. Great to see you and continue the family tradition and appreciate all your help. All right, so we got a 1st and 10 Tanners on the Salem 40-yard line. Pinto handoff, bounces it outside. Wow, oh my God, he's down inside the 20. I thought they had him maybe at the 35, then at the 30. Next thing I know, I look up, he's at the 18.
Yep, put the brakes on, defender went by, and then hit the gas.
Yeah, he's shifty. Like you said, he's not necessarily fast, but he's shifty in his lateral moves. Quick. So with that first down, 1st and 10 on the, which is 18-yard line, that'll stop the clock. He went out of bounds, so only 1:13 to go here. Here's that replay, folks. He breaks it, then boom, breaks the tackle. 10, another tackle. He's a tough guy to bring down. You don't gonna go high on Will Pinto. You better go low. So it's on the 16, 1st and 10 on the 16. Will goes outside, cuts it back in, breaks a couple tackles, couple more. Looks like down to 10, maybe to the 9. So that's what I was hoping for. Round the clock here.
Joel, quick shout out to the girls volleyball team who beat Winthrop last night and qualified for the state tournament. And a big congratulations to Coach Lisa Keene, who retired today from teaching at the Higgins phys ed teacher. I'm jealous.
Yep, and recent inductee to the Peabody Hall of Fame.
And recent inductee into the Peabody High Hall of Fame, and just a top-notch human being.
Yep, and they've had a strong season, the girls volleyball team, so it'll be fun to watch them. We'll see where they go in the playoffs. Make a deep run, hopefully. All right, we got 2nd and 3. Shea's going to roll. He's looking. He's rolling. Can't find anybody. Just going to take it. Tuxton takes out of bounds. Nice play.
I feel like that might be the first time that he scrambled out of bounds tonight, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And
other than the design run.
Yeah. Usually he'll toss it, but this time he just tucked it. So there'll be a little bit of a loss on the play. Brings it back to about the 11. So it'll be like a 3rd and 5. Maybe on the 10. Need to get down to the 6. So 3rd and 4 from the 10. So definitely 2 down territory here. 16 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. All right, so we got trips ride left top. Single man. Looking for number 3 on the night, and he gets it. Eli Batista, 3rd TD on the night.
So inside the 20, that swing pass to Eli is almost a guaranteed touchdown. If you're within 20, 25 yards, he's probably going to score.
And then, by the way, if you don't like that one, we always got Danny Barrett on the other side. So, Peabody, nice job giving a lot of teams to think, a lot to think about it, even future opponents, that's for sure. So Peabody cracks the 40-point barrier. They're pinning the extra point by Dom Scalise. Dominic Scalise kicks it high and good. So as the teams head back upfield, the score, Peabody 10 is 41, Salem Witches 13. There's a good shot of the crowd.
So, Joel, just one more note about that volleyball game yesterday, because I don't go to a lot of them, but Abby Betancourt served 19 consecutive points, which is the equivalent of
it's 21 points to win the game, right?
25,
excuse me.
She almost did it.
Yeah.
And 19 straight points, which is almost the equivalent to like a no-hitter in baseball.
Right.
It was something. I'm glad I was there to see it.
My hand would hurt just after watching her
Well,
serve 3 or 4.
not even the hand. She's one of those jump servers. I probably would have had a heart attack after the 5th point.
Wow, that's impressive. And I know the game it was on cable, so we'll have to catch that broadcast. Wow, that's impressive. 19 straight points. All right, so 41-13, 8 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. So now let's just probably have a running 4th quarter. Get everybody into the locker room with no injuries, and that'd be the nice way to end the night here. Get some seniors playing here. Nice tackle, Peabody number 12.
Flag.
Long flag. That tackle was made by Johnny Lucas, number 12. Get a flag.
Wow. Did you see that, Joel? That referee threw that flag 25 yards. Oh, my goodness.
Those flags go better than a paper airplane. That's going to be the final play of the 4th quarter. We got a block in the back by White, so we'll bring it back. But just kind of finishing off the night here on senior night, folks. Next up on the list, a very special young man who we've all rooting for, and his family. And he's a senior captain and hasn't been able to get on the field this year because he's battling a courageous battle with cancer. He might actually even be watching the game, if I'm not mistaken. I think I got a text from his mother tonight. And if he is, Mike, I just want to say congratulations, Mike. You're a leader. You worked hard. You were a captain elected by your fellow players. We're all rooting for you. We love you. We wish you the best. And this whole community is behind you. So once again, a shout out to number 66, senior captain Mikey Mastrocola. And we're going to throw it down to Ed after the 3rd quarter. Ed, talk to us, my man.
Thank you, Joel and Matt. First, Mike, everyone's behind you tonight. You're doing great. Just going up and down the sidelines, you see that number 66, and they're playing for you, buddy. So just congratulations, stay in there, stay strong. I talked about it at halftime. Peabody's come up with some more intensity. On the offensive side, Peabody has them. They're just doing what they want on the ground, in the air. 3 touchdowns this 3rd quarter. Eli's having a strong 3rd quarter. And Peabody really hasn't had to go to their weapons in Danny Barrett and Ridley. Shea Lynch is controlling the game on the offensive side. What I really want you to do is pay attention to what's happening on the defense. So when you look at the first half, when Salem came down and had that score, Peabody's sort of in a stunt-type defense. They were in it's called the gap defense, so they're a very fast defense, and what they were doing is they were shooting the gaps. It works, but in some cases, if you're not shooting the right gaps, it's not working. So what Salem did to counter that is they ran a 3-set back in the backfield. At halftime, Peabody made the adjustment. Instead of doing the gaps, what they're doing is they're playing a 1, so the defensive linemen are coming up on their offensive lineman in a 1, which means that they're having contact with them. What that does, it allows the linebackers to come up and make some plays. So what they're doing is they're stuffing the holes, the linebackers are coming up. What does Salem do, though? They stop passing, right? So if you saw on the last drive there where they scored, they went to more of a passing-type offense. So what Peabody needs to do in the 4th quarter here, because it's very important on the defensive side, is they need to have some contact with the receivers up front. The D-backs need to have the coverage tight. So it's going to be interesting to watch fourth quarter on a defensive side. Let's see if Peabody makes those adjustments. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Eddie. That's really in-depth coverage. Appreciate that, and very knowledgeable from a guy who plays the game in the past. So we appreciate that, Ed. Second down, throwback pass. Number 2 gets it. First down. So that's going to be a first down for the Witches. Excuse me, just short of the first down. It's going to be 25, so it'll be 3rd and 3 from their own 25-yard line.
Kind of a rare sight there. Donnie Kavanaugh missing the tackle, but clearly accepted responsibility and tapped his chest, said, my bad, knew what he did wrong.
So I believe this clock will be running. That's 20, excuse me, no, it's 28, so it will not be running yet. You said it was 30, Matt? 30 points?
I believe so, yeah.
All right, so 28 points, 28-point lead, 10-15, but once again, Salem, want to save some face. They're not going to lie down, that's for sure.
So, and to Ed's point here, Peabody more in a pass defense.
Grimes, deep ball. Number 5, Alex Silva, knocks it away. Nice defensive play.
So Alex Silva quietly had a very good defensive game tonight. That's like his, I don't know, maybe his 3rd deflected pass. Salem hasn't thrown it a ton, but Alex Silva's been in the right spot at the right time several times tonight.
So that's going to be a 4th down. Salem's got no choice but to go for it.
Yeah, so Peabody not crowding the box as much, clearly conscious of Salem's passing game, and specifically number 4 there, Abood, who had a couple of passes on the last touchdown drive, including the touchdown itself, the big tight end from Salem.
All right, so 4th and 3 on their own 25-yard line. Grimes back to pass, surveys the field. It's going to go deep. Oh, nice defensive play. And that was made by that's number 8. He's got his shirt up. I think it's Abu Kaba.
It is.
Okay, so Kaba, he's a junior. He's coming back. He's going to be a leader. So Shannon's going to take over on downs. And once again, just want to continue here. I want to get through this tonight. Senior number 67 is Kastanin Dima. He's an offensive lineman and defensive lineman. Next up, senior number 70, Jason Costa. And then number 73, Ronaldo Lopez Torres. Ronaldo's been in there a few plays, Ronaldo. And finally, wrapping up the list here, numerically, number 8, Cameron Burdick, number 8. So those are our seniors, 21 seniors, and we all wish them the best of luck in whatever their future endeavors take them. So Shea's going to break the huddle. It looks like we've got
a number of substitutions on offense.
Definitely some receivers getting in, which is good. Some seniors are underclassmen, which is nice to see. Number 3, that's Dresser. Oh, that's a face mask right in front of Coach Betancourt. 3 flags came out.
Personal foul, face mask, it's white.
And you'll see that right here, right in front of, it's a dangerous play. Really no need for it, he just tugged it too.
It was actually both hands.
Right, exactly. So that'll bring it down to about the 12-yard line. So we still got in the backfield, we got number 6, Franco. He's a senior. Shea's at their quarterback. Got some new receivers here. We'll get their numbers when we get a chance. It's Franco up the middle. He spins. Yeah, they got Wallace Philemon, number 31. He's getting some plays out there, I believe. So this is where it's kind of fun to be a coach. You have 41-13. Obviously, Betts probably has 1 or 2 guys you'd like to be able to see get in the end zone if possible. 2nd and 6. Plenty of time.
Is that 80? I can't.
Yeah, I think.
Cameron Burdick?
Yep, Burdick's out there, and the other gentleman, Phileman, I believe. Let's see here. Franco's a senior. He's running. He's taking it outside. If you get a block outside, he might get there. He's getting inside the 5. Could be a first down. So Franco, I know he's very respected by his teammates, and he's a senior, so might see that again. So I got some good news, Matt. We were talking about sophomores. Just counted up the number of sophomores on the roster. 32 sophomores. 32. I think that's more players than I think Salem has, or
Probably.
maybe the amount.
And I'm just guessing. I haven't gone through the list, but probably 9 or 10 of them contribute on a regular basis.
Absolutely, yeah.
The main one being Jimmy Festa.
Yep. All right, so Peabody got 3rd and 1 on the Witches' 3-yard line. Shea in the shotgun, calling out to his receiver. He's got Franco behind him. Snap, Franco up the middle. Oh, he gets in. And a flag. I don't know what that's going to be. We'll see real quickly. Got a hold against Peabody, it looks, I'm going to assume.
That's too bad. His teammates on the sideline clearly excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holding.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold.
71. 73 blue.
73 blue, but
73 blue.
We'll see what happens here tonight, but Peabody will have a shot, get some other people in the end zone Thanksgiving most likely too as well.
Yeah, Alex Jackson, another sophomore who's contributed big time to this team.
Absolutely.
On the line.
Allen's out. The last couple, Alex is out, but I do believe that he will be back for the playoffs. So and he's been a big part of that defense, Alex Jackson. All right, so we're going to bring it back now. 3rd and 8 from the 10. So let's see if Shea puts it up in the air, maybe to one of these receivers. Keeps Franco in the block, but we'll see. He pitches it to Franco back the other way. Franco's got some room.
One man to beat.
Yeah.
Can he get?
I think it's the first down. I think it's going to be a 4th and 1. I think he's just short of the first down. So coming up on 7 minutes to go in the game here. So it looks like a 4th and 1 from the 4. So 1 yard gets you 4 more shots. 4 yard gets you a touchdown.
And, wholesale substitutions again for this play.
Peabody breaks the huddle. They still have 3 receivers. Let's see Franco behind Shea. Shotgun. Handoff, good push by the offensive line. He's got at least a first down for sure. That's a touchdown. So there you go. Peabody credit. They stuck with the run and they get their man Franco touchdown. So that's going to be the 7th touchdown on the night for the Tanners. 5th different player.
Now we'll get the clock rolling.
Yep. That is correct. Snap ball down, just missed blocking it, but it's good. So as the teams head back upfield, your score, Peabody Tanners 48, Salem Witches 10. Excuse me, 13, 48-13. Here's the replay here. Shea to Franco. Good push by the offensive line.
Good effort by Franco on that last yard or so to dive into the end zone. Get himself a touchdown. High kick just inside the 5. Great job. Good coverage by the Tanners there.
Yep.
Minimal gain. And in case you couldn't tell by the celebration, that was Will Pinto on the tackle.
Yeah. So, Peabody does their business, 48-13. So, as we were saying earlier, they came into the night ranked number 3 in Division 2. I think they'll probably stay there. Probably see a little bit of Catholic Memorial. Shout out once again to the PATV crew tonight. Deep pass.
Oh, good job.
Yep, and there's can't tell the number. Let's see here.
I'm going to guess Kaba because we can't see the number.
Yeah. Well, that's Kaba. Shout out to the PATV crew, Cassandra Saray, Hector Garcia, Cindy Encarcion, David Marin, Aaron O'Brien, and Don Murphy and Steve Valente in the truck.
I want to give a shout out to my man Hector there because I did the boys soccer game the other night in that rainy, foggy night, and he was up on the roof of this press box filming that whole game.
That's dedication. Grimes going to dump it off to his running back.
He's got some room here.
Yep, there's Kaba. He laid it down. He knew it was coming, and so did Kaba. That was just a good, both players, nice clean play.
That's football right there.
That's right, exactly, man, 100%, 100%. Here's the replay on that. Just a good run, and Kaba knows he's going to lay his shoulder down. He's put a move.
Yep, that's how you tackle.
Yep. And we want to shout out to our sponsors, DC Rentals, specialized in event communications, including two-way radio rentals, security cameras, event production, trailers, and more. Lynn Ladder and Scaffolding, home for all of your ladder and scaffolding needs. Ball is down. Grimes picks it up and runs with it. Greylock, technology consulting agency focusing on the design, development, and implementation of technology-based solutions. And once again, shout out to our newest sponsor, Lonnie's of Peabody, offering out-of-this-world pizza, roast beef, subs, dinners, and more. And if you want to get involved, please reach out to PATV, and you can get a copy of this game or any other games for your archives. And, nice job. As we said, pay attention, folks. Come probably Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll have the local media. You'll hear who the Peabody Tanners are playing. And we would expect that game to be right back here at Foley Field next, most likely Friday night. Outside possibility is Saturday, but most likely Friday. Grimes rolls out. Pinto goes down low, sacks him. 48-13.
So I know the score isn't indicative here, but you got to give a little credit to Grimes. You know, he does it all. He's kicking, he's running, he's throwing. And I think Salem, you put a couple pieces in place, especially at receiver. They got this kid at tight end, pretty good speed and some size. I don't know that they're that far away. And they're young, so.
Yeah, they're going to be a force to reckon with next year. And they're in Division 5 team, so they got a real good opportunity to do some damage.
I think we'll get probably one more play off here.
Yep. Clock is rolling, 15 seconds, so this will be the final play of the game, most likely. Grimes looking deep for 23. Just off his fingertips. That was a good-looking pass. So that's going to do it, folks. Your final score, Peabody Tanners 48, Salem Witches 13. So Peabody's going to end the season undefeated, 8-0 in the regular season. And we'll throw it down to Eddie. Eddie, how are ya?
Joel, greatly appreciate. Thank you, Joel and Matt. Appreciate it. Great job up there in the booth all season. Both of you is just phenomenal what you do. I talked about the offense and defense. One thing I forgot to mention, I kind of really want to talk about a little bit, is the special teams. Just with football, special teams is so important. I think they really tightened up. They played great. I just want to give a shout out too to a couple of special teams guys that were out there hitting hard. Johnny Lucas and Will Pinto. Then you saw them on the defensive side around special teams. I just want to give that shout out to those two. Just an awesome season for Peabody. Undefeated. The energy's back. The Peabody pride's back when it comes to football. Just great job to the entire team, the staff, the coaches, the parents, the crowd, the fans, everything. It's just been an awesome year. I said it last time in the last game, walking up and down the sidelines and getting to know these players, they're all just a great group of just individuals, just great men. So Peabody finished tonight. They had to win by 14, right?
Yep.
They did that. They're going to have a home playoff game if everything works out right, which it should. It should keep them in the top 4. They should be 3 like they've been ranked. So, but I just want to end by saying congratulations to the entire Peabody Tanner football family, and wish them the best of luck next Friday. So let's go Tanners.
Thanks, Eddie. Thanks for a great job and all your insight tonight and what you've given to the season. It's really been a pleasure to have you on the sidelines as well. Well, Mr. Smith, final thoughts?
Yeah, great season. There's not much you can say. You're undefeated, Yep. It's your schedule. They took care of business, and let's see what happens.
Yep. Now the fun begins, as they say.
That's it.
So, once again, thanks to everybody at PATV. Thanks to my co-host, Matt and Eddie. And appreciate all the support this year. And once again, we'll be back right here next week for our opening playoff game. And should be a great game, and a great season continues. And once again, signing off, your final score, Peabody Tanners 48, Salem, which is 13. Peabody ends their regular season at 8-0. And look forward to the playoff start next week. Everybody have a safe, happy Halloween. Wear your costumes, eat your candy, have some fun, and be safe. Once again, have a good weekend. Signing off. Thank you.